Hey guys, so it's me and Oliver. Since he just had his 4-month birthday a week ago, I thought I would do like a 4-month update. Yeah, thought I'd do one of those. I don't know how many of these I'll actually do, but I feel like a lot of stuff has happened recently, sort of Oliver-wise, and oh, nice. He's spitting up a lot this morning. I guess sort of like postpartum-wise, so I figured I would do an update. What do you think, huh? Can we stop spitting up? We just filmed our 4-month bloom box, and he spit up on me twice this morning already. Haven't even bothered to change my shirt because, like I said in that video, what's the point? Because once he spits up on you once, he's gonna do it again. So it's like, why get another shirt dirty? So yep, so he is 4 months and 6 days old. Yes. What do you think? Might be kind of hot for this. I wanted to put him in it so he was wearing it at least once, but might be kind of hot. So he is 4 months old. Oh, my big boy. I can't believe how big he is already. It's ridiculous. And I just got lipstick on him. I wish he would slow down. So I've been back to work for a full week now. I've been back 7 days. Like, I went back 2 days, the 12th and the 13th, then I took another week off because I went to California for the Indie Beauty Expo, and then I have been back the full week of the 23rd. Unfortunately. I mean, I wish I was in a position where I could quit my job, but I can't. Luckily, I am in a position where I work from home, and I still get to see him all day long. I don't know what I would do if I ever had to like drop him off in sort of like a daycare situation. I would lose my mind. There's just no way I'd be able to do that because I'm constantly stressing anyway when he's at home with me and I'm not, like taking care of him. So we have like a nanny that comes Mondays and Fridays, and then Gilbert takes care of him Wednesdays and Thursdays, and then I work sort of like a half day on Tuesday. So I start really early in the mornings at like 6, and then I will work until like 2, 3, or like noon on Tuesdays. So that way I could spend more time with him. But even the times like when I'm at my desk and like someone else is taking care of him, like Gilbert or the nanny, like if I hear anything going on, like he coughs or like whatever, I like freak out, and I can't handle not being with him all the time. It's really hard. Like, I don't know how people do it in like a daycare situation where you drop your child off and you don't see them for like 10 hours. I wouldn't be able to do that. I don't know how some people can. There's no way. And I would totally, really, I would much prefer to be a stay-at-home mom, but I mean, because of Gilbert's health situation and the health insurance at his job is not as good as mine, I have to keep working probably for the rest of my life, unless he ends up at my place of employment, and then he can, sort of switch over, and then I could do something else. Like I don't have to be at my job forever. I can, work somewhere else or work part-time or whatever. It just sucks. It just sucks. I do not like having a baby and working. Like, I just don't. But, so yeah. So I've been back to work for a week, and that's sort of like taken its toll on me. I don't want to say health-wise, but like sort of health-wise, because like my skin is my health. So my skin has been like amazing, like through pregnancy and postpartum, and I feel like a lot of that has to do with how much I was sleeping, because since I've started back work, my skin has started breaking out. I don't know how well you can tell. I mean, the Modern Minerals makeup color corrects really well. I mean, obviously it won't cover texture, so I've been breaking out a lot around like this area. So I know that my lack of sleep has a lot to do with my skin health. I know that it does. So my skin's been breaking out a lot, which is really pissing me off. I really do not like it. Especially because I wanted to do some like lip swatch videos this weekend, and I know it doesn't really matter, like people don't care, but like I care. I don't want to like look back at that video and be like, ugh, my skin looked awful. I'll wait until my skin, feels better. So I'm trying to take like more naps during the middle of the day. So like I'm going to bed a little bit later. Like I'm going to bed about midnight, because some days he won't go down. I try to get him in bed about 10 because Gilbert comes home from work at 9. So I like make dinner, or we eat dinner about 9:30, and then I try to get him in bed about 10. And sometimes, most of the time he goes down at 10, depending how tired he is. But then there are other days where he will like eat and then wake back up, and he won't go down until like 11 or 12. So, and I don't just leave him there. Like I don't just like leave him in the bed and just like walk away. I don't do that. Sometimes it takes a little while for him to finally go to sleep. But, so I'm usually going to bed at least around midnight. I'll wake up at 6, and then I'm off work, and then we'll take a nap, usually. So I'm trying to get at least 8 hours in a day, but I mean, like, I'm so used to sleeping more than that, because even though, like, sleep is impossible with a baby, you're getting like sections of sleep. So you're getting like 3 hours, you know, every couple hours, like every time he naps or whatever. Like when I was off, we would wake up like late. We'd wake up at like noon to 1. I got lucky. He's like a pretty late sleeper. So usually he'll wake up around, I guess, what is his schedule these days? So his sleep has been interesting. I know there's like a 4-month sleep progression or whatever, and I don't know if we're totally in that or if he just, I guess we sort of are, because I'd gotten lucky that he was sleeping through the night. He slept through the night a couple of weeks. Like he'd sleep from the moment I put him down till, you know, when we woke up for the day, or we woke up before his first morning nap or whatever. And we got a couple of weeks of those, but then he's gone back to waking up every couple of hours in the middle of the night. So if he goes down about 10, he'll wake up about 2 to eat, then he'll wake up about 6, and then he's usually good until 9 or 10. So he'll sleep roughly 10 to 12 hours depending on the day. So he'll wake up every 3 or 4 hours to eat and go right back to sleep. So I can usually get him down until 10. It's sort of interesting with the nanny, because the nanny comes at 8 on Mondays and Fridays. So it's like sometimes he's awake, sometimes he's not. And if he is awake, will he go back down for a nap? I don't know. And that's the other thing too, is like getting other people, like getting him to nap for other people, because I nurse him to sleep. Like pretty much every nap and to go to bed, like I'll nurse him to sleep. And obviously other people can't do that. So Gilbert has been able to get him to sleep with a bottle a couple of times. He's sort of like picky about the bottle. Like he sometimes won't take it, but like if he gets really hungry, he'll take it. So Gilbert has gotten him to sleep with a bottle. The nanny put him in like his bouncer, and he managed to sleep 2 hours in the bouncer, but sometimes he, sometimes he won't, he's like really messy today. Sometimes he won't sleep. He looks kind of tired right now, but today was fun. We haven't been out to like breakfast in a long time, because I don't like waking him up in the mornings. Like I like to let him sleep as long as he'll sleep, because then that gives me some time in the morning. But this morning we went to breakfast, because Gilbert has to be at work by like 10:30, so he has to leave the house by 10. So we went to breakfast. We woke up at 6 to be at breakfast by 8, so that way he could drop us back off. I could make him lunch, and then he would be off to work in time. So little Oliver had to wake up at like 7:30, which is way earlier than his normal wake up time. And I'm awake now that early because of work and stuff, but before I wouldn't wake up until like noon or 1 with him. We would sleep as long as possible. But when we got home, he was out again by about 10. And then we slept until, I took a nap with him until about 12:30. So we got a 2.5 hour nap in. So we slept about 8 hours over the last 24. So, well, I slept out. He went to bed a little bit earlier than I did last night. But, so, sleeping has been interesting for both of us. It's just different now that, I'm working full-time again, and he's, not with me full-time. But, I am home, so I still see him all the time. Like, I'll walk out and I'll go, go touch him or play with him or whatever, and, talk to him. Because I can't just totally not be present for 8 hours of his life. It's just like, I can't. Right, Oliver? Tell them I just can't do that. So that's sleep. So yeah, that's part of the reason why my skin is, I think that's probably the only reason. Maybe it's like stress and sleep. That's what Gilbert said. He said it's stress and sleep, because I've been back to work and I really haven't wanted to have been, and I've been stressing out about it, and I haven't been sleeping as much, and it's not like my diet's changed really. He blames sugar, because I've been eating a lot of sugar. But I haven't really changed my diet from when I wasn't sleeping till now. I guess the only thing I've added in recently, I drank a couple of kombuchas this week, and I know kombuchas can have, like, bless you, sort of like a minimal amount of alcohol in them, and alcohol could like make you break out. So I don't know if the kombuchas are making me break out, or if it's just lack of sleep, or if it's just stress, or if it's sugar. I don't really know. I had a donut today, so we'll see if my my skin breaks out again. I want it to heal. I don't want it to break out more, because I would like to do some other videos that have to do with like swatching and stuff. I've got a couple of videos that I really want to do that I won't do until my skin looks a little bit better. I mean, you can't, I don't know, I won't really know until I play it back, but I've got like some here and I've got some here. Maybe you can't tell, I don't know. But anyway, so I guess since we're talking about me, sort of, the only other thing is like God, he is spitting up so much today. I don't know what this is about. But, I guess like postpartum, so like I'm 4 months postpartum, obviously, because he's 4 months old. I feel totally back to normal. Like my weight is totally back to what it was pre-pregnancy. I'm in all my pre-pregnancy clothes. I even feel like a little bit, maybe like leaner, because I've probably lost more weight in like my body, and just my boobs are like holding more weight because I'm breastfeeding. Because they are a lot bigger than they were before. I was like a solid C before, and now I'm at least like a double D. It's ridiculous. I do not want them to be this big forever. Please tell me they go down, because I don't. I've got like all these cute C bras that, will I ever wear them again? I don't know, or, you know, we'll find out. But I do think I like the underwire style better now, though, because I was wearing all underwires before, and I didn't like the wireless style. Maybe that's, I think that's what I just meant to say, wireless. I didn't really like the wireless style before, but now all I've been wearing is wireless, because that's what's better when you're breastfeeding, so that way you don't get like clogged ducts. But which even still happens even when you wear wireless bras, as I found out. But I think I like this style better. It just feels more comfortable. It's not as, you know, like, I don't know. So I might just get rid of all my bras anyway and just, you know, wear bralettes and wireless bras when I'm done breastfeeding, whenever that will be. I've got a long time. I've got a long time for that. Don't I? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's all up to him. I'm not going to be one of those people who's like, oh, I made it to a year, I'm done. It's just like whenever he's ready to be done. That's what I'll do. You know, we've been sort of talking about what we want to do for more kids, because I don't know if I want more kids, honestly. I feel like I don't know if I could. I feel like we did such a good job with Oliver. Like, he's seriously, like, perfect. Like, he is just perfect. There's nothing I would change about him. I mean, that sounded stupid, but, like, I mean, nobody would change anything about their kids. But, like, honestly, he's just, like, he's the perfect baby. He's so well behaved. He is so great health-wise. He's so great developmentally. Like, he just is perfect. I don't know that I would. I don't know. I mean, I guess I felt this way when I got cats for the second time. This is the only way I could, like, sort of talk about this. When I got cats for the second time, like, when I was adding to the brood, like, she was my first one, and then I added the 2 kittens. I was like, I felt guilty about it for a long time, because I was like, I'm going to take time away from my, you know, my big cat. Am I going to love the kittens as much as I love the big cat? And I mean, of course I do. And I know that's what people sort of, like, rationalize in their head when they have more kids. It's like, will I love a second child as much as I love my first child? I don't want my relationship with my first child to be any different, because I really don't want that. Like, I mean, obviously, he's my child. I love him. I love Oliver more than, like, anything. Even when he spits up all the time, like right now. Why are you spitting up so much? You're driving me crazy. See, this is a good thing I didn't change my sweater, because he just spit up on it again. Oh my gosh, Oliver. Please don't tell me you got my jeans. I don't know if I just overfed him, or if, did I not burp you correctly? Let's try burping him while we're sitting here. Let's see what happens. So anyway, so the things I think to myself are like, would a second child be as perfect as he is? Would I love them as much as I love Oliver? Would my relationship with Oliver change? Like, I really don't want that. I really don't want the relationship with me and Oliver to change, because, I mean, I love him, like, so much, like, more than my husband, probably. Which is dangerous territory, but, so, I don't know, we've been talking about it, because we really only have 3 3 shots left at a biological child, because I mean that's what we've got at the fertility center, and they have to be IUI or IVF, most likely IUI, because IVF just, I don't really want to do the whole hormone thing. Doing the Ovidril was more than enough, and I wanted to do the Ovidril and the Clomid. That was too much. I don't know if it would be more with IUI or if it's just like the procedure to do the IUI. I don't know, but I don't want to do more than that hormone-wise. And Gilbert can't go back on the medication that he was on because it was just way too expensive. We're still paying for that. Our credit, I had to open up a new credit card and transfer the balance from the credit card that stuff is on, because the interest rate on that, I don't know why I didn't check before I started putting money on it, but the interest rate on that was ridiculous. It is like, it's 25%. It's stupid. I've been paying more in interest than I've been paying in like anything else. So to get that paid off, I put it on a no interest for 15 months credit card, so we could hopefully get that stupid thing paid off, because it's just, I pay the minimum and then there's like almost the exact same amount of interest goes right back on the card. So it's like, ugh. So anyway, we can't do that again because we can't afford his medicine, because IUI in itself is expensive. I think each IUI session is about $1,300, and we've got 3 shots at that. So we would only be able to do it max 3 times, and then that's it. Biologically, we can't do anything else unless, we hit the lottery, and then we can go back and do the HCG and the HMG thing for Gilbert that we did last time, but that's just not really an option. Plus it took too long, and it's probably not good on his body. I mean, anyway. So then we talked about, like, do we want to adopt? Because I guess my work will cover like $5,000 adoption fees, and then his work will cover $10,000 in adoption fees. And I'm thinking, so that's an option. Like, there are lots of children out there who need homes and who need to be adopted. And I always said we would talk about it, like if we ever ended up having a child biologically, or like if we've had exhausted all of our options and that's all that we had left. So, because I really wanted to have my own. I really wanted to have a biological child. Like, I know that, I really don't have to justify that. I really wanted to have a child biologically. I wanted to do the whole process. I wanted to be pregnant, as miserable as it was. But in the end, it's worth it, because he's just everything. Like, he really is. He's just everything. I love this kid so much. So we were talking about that the other night. We talked about adding more kids, and still, I don't know if I want to. In some ways, I think it would be good for Oliver to have, somebody to play with. But I would play with him, but I guess kid interaction is different than, adult kid interaction. But if we had another kid, because our house really isn't designed for 2 kids. It is, but one of the rooms is my office. And then for the time being, I was thinking about making this room sort of like a studio, to sort of like work on videos and like stuff like that, because he co-sleeps, and we're not planning on putting him into like a toddler bed anytime soon. I can feel your stomach, buddy. I don't know if he's hungry or what, but his stomach's growling. He doesn't seem hungry yet. If he starts to get fussy, I'll go feed him. But eventually this will be his room, but for the time being, it's sort of just like my filming room. His diapers and stuff are in here. We change him. His clothes are all in here. So we've been thinking about turning this room into like sort of like a studio, like taking this big bed out of here and then putting sort of like a day bed situation on this wall, and then like have this wall put, some filming stuff. So I actually have like a real space to film, and I could do like better videos, better quality videos. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk about that in my Indie Beauty Expo video, because I was thinking about that. Because I'm going to do an Indie Beauty Expo video. But anyway, that's what we're thinking about for this room until he wants to sleep by himself, which we don't know when that'll be. I'm thinking probably not until at least like 2. I don't know. We have a king bed, so I don't mind. I would rather him sleep with me as long as he wants to. But anyway, what I was talking about. If we had another kid, I would, I don't know. Like, part of me wants to be pregnant again, because I enjoyed it as much as I hated it. Just the whole process of it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I want. And then I also know that if, you know, if I get pregnant again, my body's not going to bounce back the way that it did this time. There's just like no way. Especially if, because I'm thinking if I want to be pregnant again, I would probably want to have a second kid when he's around school age, like when he's entering kindergarten or whatever, so he'd be gone for part of the day. Because I don't see a way to have like two really small babies. Like when I was pregnant, all I'd want to do was sleep. And I can't do that if I've got, you know, a child who like, you know, needs me all the time. And on top of working, like there's no way I could be pregnant, have a toddler, and do my job. Like I wouldn't function as a human being. There's no way. So I would want it to either be pregnant when he's like about to go into school or like be pregnant while he's in school. So that way, you know, and then if I did have a new baby, I would want to spend time with the baby and not, you know, take away time from him. So like when he's at school would be a good time to sort of like have, you know, like baby time. I mean, you guys know, I think. Some people will know what I mean. Or maybe everybody knows what I mean. I don't know. But I mean, that's just like the things I think about. But then I was thinking like if we adopt, I would want to adopt while I'm still breastfeeding because I would want to breastfeed that baby because I don't want to do formula in like any situation. And then, but then the only thing with this adoption is I wasn't able to control everything about that child's, you know, like conception and birth and, you know, like my health while the baby was being, you know, made. Like I would have had no control over that. And it's like, I mean, that's part of why I feel, I mean, Oliver is as healthy and like strong as he is because I didn't do anything while I was pregnant. Like I didn't take a single pain pill. I didn't take any Tylenol. I didn't take ibuprofen. I didn't take Zantac for my heartburn. I didn't take anything. I kept like toxins out of my body completely. I was on a vegan diet, albeit not a very good one sometimes, because my body craved a lot of fat and fried foods in the beginning. But I was really healthy during my pregnancy. Like I was able to control all of those things, and with an adoption, I'm not able to control all those things, and I'm kind of a control freak. Like ask my husband, I'm a control freak. I want to control every aspect of every situation, and it's not always good because you can't always control everything, but I like to be able to try. So that's the only reason I would want to be pregnant again and not do adoption, is because I would constantly be worrying about you know, like this other baby's health long term, because what did its biological parents do? I don't know. Which also leads me to the conclusion that I don't want any more kids because, I don't know. Anyway, this was supposed to be about his 4-month update. And I just went on a really long tangent about adoption and second children. Anyway, so he's 4 months old. And, 2 days before his 4-month birthday, actually, he rolled over for the first time. So he's had a lot of really good developmental milestones in the last couple of weeks. He rolled over for the first time. Yeah? Did you roll over? Do you want to tell them that you rolled over and that you love rolling over? Say, I do it so quick now. Say, I roll over so quick. Who's that? That's Oliver. Do you see yourself? So he, like, you put him down on his back, and like within 10 seconds he like flips himself. It in the beginning when he first started getting it, it took him a little while. He would like roll his hips over, and then it would take him a little while to get his top body, but now he just like boop, just flips. He can't flip front to back yet. He hasn't figured that out. And he really only flips to his right. He hasn't really figured out how to flip from his back to his left yet. He only really flips one way, but still. I think that's really good. So he's flipped. He's been working on that for a long time too. I think since about like 2 months I've got pictures of him trying to roll himself over. He would roll to his side, but then he couldn't figure out what to do with his arm. So he would just lay there on his side until someone pushed him over. Or he pushed himself back over. But so there's that. He rolled over for the first time, and then the next day, the day before his 4-month birthday, he laughed for the first time. So he laughed. We were like sitting on the couch, and I guess I was talking to him or something. Something happened that he thought was hysterical because he just started like giggling, like actual laughs. Not like the babies like, ah, like they sort of do that before they laugh. It was like actual laughs. Like it was, I think I've got it on video, but he's like naked, so I'm not going to put that in here. But But, so it's like actual laughs. So he did it once, and then Gilbert came home and I told him he laughed for the first time, and I was like hoping he would do it again. And then as we were changing his diaper that night, he did it again, and that's the time we caught it on camera. So he has only laughed that one day. I haven't been able to get him to laugh any other time. So I know his laughs are in there, but he did have his first laugh, which was really great. And then, I guess that's really it developmentally, but that's a lot. I mean, 2 new things in 2 days. So then we had his 2-month checkup this week, and he is nearly 17 pounds, which means he's gained 4 pounds since his 2-month visit, which is ridiculous. This kid is gigantic. But he's only in the 80th percentile, so there are babies at 4 months that are heavier than him, which is crazy. And then his head only grew an inch and a half or an inch. I don't remember. He was like 61% percentile for head, but she said she's not worried about that. I'm not either. I mean, he's got a huge head. I can't believe that that babies have bigger heads than he does. Like, I feel like his head's pretty big, but like, whatever. And then lengthwise, he is nearly 28 inches, which is the 97th percentile, so he's really tall for his age, and he was 21 inches at birth, so he's grown 7 inches since he's been born, which is just insane. He's just so big. And like, look at these thighs. Look at his chunky thighs. He's so chunky. I love him. I love him so much. So, yeah, so even the pediatrician, she was like, he looks fantastic. You guys are doing like a great job. He did his hearing test, at his 4-month visit. We didn't do it, when he was born because they don't do hearing tests at the birth centers, or like when you have a home birth or whatever, so you have to like sort of get that done elsewhere. So we tried to do it at his 2-month visit, but he was like screaming, and like the test, I guess, he has to be like quiet for it to work. So they finally were able to do it at the 4-month visit, and he's got perfect hearing. He's just like a perfect baby. He's just perfect, aren't you? He's so chill. And we went on our first road trip, which I'll talk about. I mean, I'll talk more about the trip itself in the Indie Beauty Expo video, but he was great. Like, getting there did take a little bit longer. Like, we usually like to drive right through, like stop for gas once or whatever, but obviously with a baby you can't do that. We stopped about every 2 hours on the way to California. And then once we got there, he had sort of like a meltdown after lunch because he was hungry. And it's like, it's hard. Like, feeding a baby out is hard, especially. Like, I still haven't like mastered the whole feeding a baby while you're out thing. So I don't go out that much. But, so he had 2 meltdowns the entire trip. He had one meltdown the first day because he was hungry and probably cranky from like being in the car all morning long. And then he had a meltdown the next day on the way to the Indie Beauty Expo because he got hungry again. Like, he still eats like every 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So sometimes it's like hard to keep up if I'm like trying to do things or like I'm out. Sometimes he'll go 3 hours, but you never really know with him. Like, he might decide to get hungry like 1.5 hours after his last meal, and there's no way to prepare for that. You just have to be ready. And it was hard because we were trying to get ready for the Indie Beauty Expo. So like, he got upset, and then we were, you know, late and whatever. Doesn't matter. It was fine. But so that was his only other meltdown, and Noelle and Rosie witnessed that one. They witnessed your meltdown, buddy. Poor thing. Oh, I'm bleeding. How am I bleeding? I was cleaning his neck and body off earlier, and there was like a swipe of blood on him, and I was like, did you cut yourself? Because we just cut your nails. And then I just looked down and my finger is bleeding. I don't know when I cut myself. Anyway. Uh-oh. You're gonna spit up again? So, the trip went basically pretty well, considering how like go we were, and like, he didn't get to nap very much, and he actually napped at the expo. He like napped for an hour in the carrier on Gilbert. Yeah, he did. And like, everybody loves him. Just like, everybody who sees him is just like obsessed with him. They're like, he's so cute. And then like, we went to this Beauty Heroes event like the day before the Indie Beauty Expo, and like, he was blowing raspberries at everybody, and they were like holding him, and I was afraid someone was gonna like take off with him because like people were like, can I hold him? And then like total strangers would come up to me at the expo and they were like, oh my god, your baby's so cute. I'm like, I know. I make cute babies. I make cute babies. My midwife even said that to me when he was born. She was like, you know, you guys are really lucky. She's like, sometimes, she's like, you made a really cute baby, and that doesn't always happen, because I guess one of her kids, she said, wasn't very cute. She's like, people would like come up to me and they'd be like, oh, there's a baby in there, and they'd look at it and they'd go, oh, that's a baby. Like they didn't want to like say that's an ugly baby, but they didn't want to say that was a cute baby either. But he's damn cute, like if I do say so myself. I know everybody thinks their kids are the cutest, but I think I made the cutest one. Didn't I? Didn't I? Look at this. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. Hi. Hi, Oliver. So that's really it with him. He is growing at a ridiculous rate. So he's still totally exclusively breastfed. He'll take a bottle every once in a while, but he doesn't drink very much out of the bottle. But we're not going to start solids at least until 6 months. I might even try to delay it a little bit because I guess it'll depend on him. Like we won't start at least until 6 months. But then again, it's also, I'm going to do baby-led weaning, so it really is up to him. So if he feels like he wants to try to eat, then he'll try to eat. But I'm not going to like do the puree thing or, I don't know. I'm not going to force it because, honestly, because we cloth diaper, I would much rather, he fake coughs. Is that like a thing? Like, do babies usually do that? He does that all the time. I think Gilbert coughs a lot because he is sort of still getting over the flu he had a couple weeks ago, so he coughs a lot. And I think Oliver's just sort of like picked up on the sound, and he like, every once in a while, he just, like he doesn't actually need to cough, I'm assuming. But he just sort of does it like 3 times every once in a while. But, what was I saying? Oh, with cloth diapering. Oh, because we exclusively cloth diaper now, I'm afraid to start solids because I know that when they start solids, like cloth diapering becomes a little bit more of like an effort. You have to like clean the diapers a specific way, and like you can't just toss them into the washing machine anymore. So we get 2 more months of easy cloth diapering, and then it's going to become a little bit more difficult, I think. But I think we'll probably just do like liners or something, because I don't really want to deal with the whole like spraying and rinsing and dunking and disgusting things. But I love cloth diapering, honestly. I think it's fantastic. I think everybody should do it. I do still wonder about the environmental impact. Like, I know disposables are they're terrible for the environment, but I do wonder about like our water consumption and like that kind of thing. I mean, it's a lot of water. Like I'm doing laundry at least every 2 days, and it's like, especially when you prep new diapers, you're using a lot of water. So I do still wonder about the environmental impacts of like cloth diapering. Obviously it's nowhere near as bad as disposables that just sit in the landfills for like ever. So obviously it's not as bad, but I do still, I mean, I don't know, I guess I really don't have an argument, but I do still wonder about that sometimes. Just the environmental impact about it. But it's so much better than disposable diapers. Like, it's fun diapering him because, you know, you pick out the cute diapers and you ask him, do you want to wear this one today? And then he like smiles. So I've been loving cloth diapering. I did just order 11 more diapers, which I don't need because I have like 50 or 60 already. The good thing is Gilbert doesn't seem to mind. He also has no clue how much I've spent on cloth diapers in the last 2 months, because I pay the bills and he has no idea. As long as the bills get paid and we, you know, aren't short, he doesn't care. So I try not to spend more than like $100 at a time. I really need to stop. I really need to stop buying cloth diapers because I don't need as many as I have, but they're so cute. It's like, once you get into it, it's like you can't not. And then one of you guys suggested to me Grovia ones, which I started to look at, but I'm not going to buy any Grovia ones. Oh, he just spit up again. I'm not going to buy any Grovia ones until our current nighttime diapering situation starts failing us, but I don't know that it will. I love Nikki's diapers. Nikki's diapers, let's see. I can show you. I was thinking about doing a separate video on like nighttime diapers, but nobody might watch it. So, we've been loving the Nikki's bamboo all-in-ones, which are these. He's trying to grab it from me. So it's got like the bamboo insert for nighttime, and then I like to put a hemp Geffen doubler underneath. It's like a hemp cotton doubler underneath the tongue, and it will last all night long, 10 to 12 hours depending on how long he sleeps, and it works totally great. We haven't had a single leak yet. I mean, he's only 4 months old, so like the older he gets and the more he starts to drink, we might need more absorption. So at that point I might look at the Grovia ones, but for now this really works for us still. And I have a lot of other favorites. I really like the Bum Genius Organic Elementals. Those are really great. I also love the Thirsties Natural All-in-Ones. Maybe I'll do like a top 5 or like my 5 favorite diapers. I don't know, but do I have more than 5 favorite brands or 5 brands? I don't know. I'll do something cloth diaper related at some point, but I really love Nikki's diapers especially, and even the Bum Genius ones, but not the free times, the organic elementals. I like the organic version. I don't do the microfiber. I do have a couple microfiber diapers. I probably should just like see if I can sell or get rid of or something, but I guess I thought the cloth diaper market was good because that's what I was reading, but then like people in the cloth diaper like buy sell trade things that I'm in are like, the market sucks, I can't sell my diapers, so I don't really know. I have a bunch of Smart Bottoms that I'm thinking about selling because I don't like them. I think they're average. I mean, I guess the thing about Smart diapers, so the Smart diapers, they're organic cotton, but they take a ridiculously long time to prep, and I don't even know what the actual prep on them is. It's like, I think at this point it's like 20 washes, because I've washed one of the diapers that I have at least 15 times, and I still don't think it's fully prepped. And even at full prep, the absorption isn't that great. Like, they're only 6 ounces or something like that. So you'd have to add a doubler if you have like even a moderately average wetter, which he is. And the thing about him is he out-pees those all the time. I mean, I had him in like a half prepped one last week, and he peed on me because I was holding him in the carrier, and he peed, and of course it leaked everywhere, and so he peed all over me. So I've got like 4 of the Smart Bottoms that I haven't even like touched yet, because I'm like, I'm gonna test out a few, see if I really like them. If I can't make them work, I don't want to like, you know, I don't want to have prepped all of them and not be able to sell them, you know, like brand new or whatever. He's getting fussy. Are you getting fussy? You're gonna tell them? Tell them I'm hungry. Say, Mom, stop talking and feed me. Did I get lipstick on you again? But anyway, so I've got like 4 brand new Smart Bottoms that are like really cute prints that I've been like holding out on. Because I could probably resell those pretty easily, because I think they're like limited edition prints or whatever. I don't really know how all that works, but I've washed a couple because I'm trying to make them work for me. I'll probably give them another month or 2, and if I can't make them work, I'm gonna sell them, because it's just, there's no point having them around just because they're cute. So I want to love them. I want to love they're the only brand that doesn't work for us, Smart Bottoms. They're the only brand. I don't know how people have like an entire stash full of Smart Bottoms, unless you buy them used, fully prepped already, then you don't have to like deal with all of that prep stuff. But Smart Bottoms are ridiculous. Like, that's like the one diaper I don't recommend, because starting them from brand new, it's like impossible. They do have a new one now. It's like a dream. They call it the dream diaper or whatever, and it's supposed to only take 1 wash to be prepped. So I don't know, maybe I'll try that at one point, but I don't know about Smart Bottoms altogether. Nikki's diapers and Thirsties and Bum Genius. I like those brands. I do. I like those brands. He's wearing a Thirsties Natural All-in-One right now. Should we try to show them? Should we try to show them? There it is. There it is. So, I guess since this video has been long enough, I'm probably about done anyway. Like, I've talked about him. He's doing great. He's growing at a ridiculous rate. Postpartum wise, I'm pretty much back to normal. My skin's starting to break out again, but I don't know again if that's stress related or sleep related or diet related or whatever. My hair. I don't think I've talked about my hair. So I started losing my hair about 11 weeks postpartum, and it has been falling out like constantly. I'm like constantly pulling out hair. I'm constantly pulling hair off him. We had one day where I had some hair wrapped around his finger. Well, I didn't have it. My hair was wrapped around his finger, and we like couldn't get it off. It wasn't hurting him or anything yet because we had just found it, but it was tightly wrapped around there. I'm just like pulling out clumps of hair in the shower every single time I wash my hair. I'm just like, there's hair everywhere. Honestly, I don't know how I'm not bald. I feel like I still have a decent amount of hair, but like from the amount of hair that I keep pulling out, I'm like, how do I still have hair? I don't know. But it is thinning a lot up at the top, like right here. I've had to move my part over a little bit because usually I have my part over a little more this way, but you can see it's like I have like a bald spot right there. So I had to move my part a little bit closer to the center because so I could cover that a little bit. And even then still, it's like this part right here is still pretty bare. So like in pictures, it looks like I've like shaved a part of my head. This side is not as bad. Well, I don't know, but I don't usually part my hair on that side, so I don't really notice. And I never part my hair down the middle, so you'll never see that. I look ugly with a middle part. But I'm hoping the hair loss stops at some point because I'm like, I don't like this. I don't think I have like specific bald spots, like patches of spots or anything, but the front of my head, I'm losing a lot of the hair in the front of my head, which I don't understand. So, I know. So, I'm losing a lot of hair in this area, which sucks because that's where I part my hair. But what can I do? But postpartum wise, that's really the only issue I'm still having is hair loss. Everything else is pretty much back to normal. My skin still is in decent condition, but it's, it's starting to break out, which I would hope that it's not. And my period has not come back, which I am okay with. Some people say it'll come back even if you're exclusively breastfeeding. Some people say it doesn't. I have a friend that breastfed 2 babies, and the first one it didn't come back until 17 months postpartum, and the second one it came back 14 months. So I think that's why I also don't want to like do too much solids because I don't want him eating. Are you still spitting up? You are. I don't want him eating more food than he's breastfeeding because I want to continue breastfeeding as long as possible. And, not get my period back because that would be nice. Then I wouldn't have had it for like at least 2 years, which is amazing. Stop it. Stop spitting up. But other than that, I mean, everything's pretty great. We got a great kid. I'm doing well. Gilbert's doing okay. I mean, like, he constantly thinks that something's wrong with him. He's like, always like, do you have bumps in your ribs? Or like, he's sort of a hypochondriac since the brain tumor thing, because he like is always looking for stuff that's wrong with him. Half the time it's in his head. Well, most of the time it's in his head. Sometimes like he got the flu, and then like recently he just got sort of like a mini cold again. But like, he always thinks something's wrong with him. He's like going to the doctor every 5 minutes. I'm like, ugh, I can't deal with you. I can't deal with him, Oliver. I can't. But anyway, that's our 4-month update. Yeah. And my throat hurts. I need to go drink something. So if you guys have any specific baby videos you'd like to see, anything you want me to talk about, let me know, because I have some ideas, but I don't really know what you guys want to watch. So whatever you guys want to see, if there's something you want to see, like, I don't know, tips, or you just want me to talk about stuff, just let me know. Maybe I'll do an update on his 6-month. I'll do it a 6-month update because that's when we go back to the doctor for his next round of checkups. Hopefully he doesn't gain another 4 pounds in the next 2 months, because then I would have a 21-pound 6-monther. Like, is that normal or is that huge? Because I really wanted him to stay tiny, but he's like, nope, I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna grow a lot. I'm gonna grow all the grows. Yeah, he's tired too. Look at him. He's so tired. try to feed him and put him down for a nap, and then I could film a couple more videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this rambling. I know a couple of you have said recently that you like my longer videos, but I don't know, is that beauty longer videos or is that any longer videos where I just talk a lot about stuff? I might film an empties video today, and I do want to try to film my Indie Beauty Expo video today. Oh, and I did want to film like a purple carrot review. I have so many like video ideas, but it's like since I've started back work, I don't have like a lot of time to do it, and I want to get back into 3 videos a week. I did take a little bit of a break this last week because we went on vacation and I was just tired, and I was just like, I didn't have any, I had 2 videos pre-filmed. I had my Art of Organics box, and then I had my Pearlesque box, which I actually didn't put up until like a week later. Those were the only 2 that I had pre-filmed, and then I sort of took like a break. There were 3 days that I would usually post videos that I didn't post videos. So I want to get back into 3 days a week because I like producing that much content, but it's a lot of work, especially with with a baby who needs constant attention. But you know, he's so good though. Like for most of the time, he'll just sit here quietly. He'll just sit here quietly, and I don't know how long that'll last. So I'm sure once he starts crawling and walking around, he won't be so content to just sit here and, you know, hang out. Do you guys like my highlight? I used a new highlight today that I can't wait, that I'll be talking about soon. So that's another video I wanted to film, but I wanted to wait until my skin was a little bit better. So I'm hoping, I did a detox mask last night. I just keep talking. I won't end this video. I'll just keep talking. I did a detox mask last night, and I'm going to try to do another one tonight because my skin can take those pretty well if they're not super strong. So I'm going to try to do another one tonight, and hopefully my skin heals a little bit. So, but I'm wearing the new Red Apple lipstick Gotta Glow blush. I like it. It's pretty nice. And then I'm wearing Audrey on my lips. So, alright, I'll go now. He needs a nap and to be fed, even though he keeps spitting up. So he's still got stuff in there from earlier, but I think he's hungry. I don't know. So I will see you guys in my next video. Let me know if you'd like to see a 6-month update. If you don't, that's okay. Just let me know. Because I want to make sure you guys want to see the stuff that I produce. Oliver, what's the matter? So anyway, I'll see you guys in, straighten this buddy out. I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.